Cold night out there training tonight, Paul.
Was too, but listen, we've had worse. We can't complain.
Anyway, some more new arrivals. I suppose all overshadowed by the return of Michael McClellan. A bit unexpected out of the blue.
Well, it was kind of situation arose, but contrary to popular belief, Michael was quite keen to make a return. He felt, being a Welders man and being one of the leading goal scorers at the club, that it was a fit for him. So it was interesting us at that time as well. So we're glad that he decided that that was what he wanted to do. So, and obviously him and his situation being an amateur, it suited us because obviously with the Tiernan O'Connor situation, which has evolved and kind of came very quickly. Obviously, we knew there was interest in him, but what's happened now with the Lawrence situation has just accelerated that. So, listen, he's a welcome addition. He's a leading goal scorer in the league for a reason. He's always scored goals, and as I say, he's a leading, he's all-time high scorer at the Welders, and he's a club legend here.
So, are there some concerns when a former player returns, or is it a reason to rejoice?
No, it's easy. Well, not concerns because obviously Michael, for good reason, as I said, went in the summer because of games, and he's he's benefited from definitely spell at the Duns, but he knows the culture here. He knows what's expected from training, so he's fitted on very quickly. He knows the majority of players, bar the new ones in the pre-season, so he's very it's very easy sell and set on for him in terms of what he's doing here now at the football club.
Were you surprised to lose Michael when he went in the summer?
I was originally, because I think Dundee made a good play for him, and rightly so, because every team will be after a player of his calibre, and he had other options as well. But I could understand why he wanted to do it in the summer, because obviously emergency Tiernan and obviously Parkhouse coming on as well. And at that point when he left, we just lost Spike, so I thought he would have wanted to stay about, but he's left. But he just says he's come back, and we welcome him back. He's a good lad. He cares about his football, and as I says, he is a club legend, which makes things easier.
You've also brought in the young Crusaders, Per Bradley Maguire and John James this week. Both have a little senior experience in both Youth Cup finalists last season.
Yeah, both have obviously played recent times, coming on off the bench for Crews, and they're keen to get them out and get game time. We're keen to promote and integrate young players into the squad, and we're still having an evolving under 21 team. In fairness, so these boys have a good experience at under 20 level, a championship, or sorry, a premiership, and we have a need for players like that in the championship. And as I says, they come highly recommended. As I says before, Noel Mitchell in particular and Raymond Morrison, I've watched them on numerous occasions and always had good reports on them. So they've joined in really well and they've trained really well. So we're excited and glad and delighted to have them here. And hopefully they can get the same type of experience out of being at the Welders than what Lewis Barr did last season.
And then Jared Walker coming from Ballyclare. Have you got a goalkeeper that's going to keep Jack on his toes?
Well, exactly that. And he's experienced what we need in the championship, particularly in this run on, because if anything happens, and Jared's fit on seamlessly. He's a real good lad. He's trained really well, and the boys have been really impressed with him. So he's a brilliant acquisition for us.
So you sound quite happy with your transfer business so far in this window.
It's been good. It's been good enough. Obviously, you'll never know until obviously it settles down, and obviously James McClay coming on as well. Has shown his qualities in the time he's been on the pitch, and he's only maybe 60% of what he should be. But he's a quality player, and hopefully he can have a good impact on our play.
And another transfer window signing came up Trumps on Saturday, breaking the deadlock.
Yeah. Charlotte or Salou has really settled on well, and he's got, you can see his football credentials. And Saturday was a perfect time. We were being at home to maybe play him against the Ballymallard, who were coming here on a journey, and obviously we had a good result against him earlier on the season, so it was a good introduction for him. He took his goal really well, brilliant cross from Moran as well, mind you. But he's had a fairly solid debut, and I'm really pleased with how he's been contributing to the training as well.
So we all know now, obviously, there's going to be no game this weekend with the storm that's incoming. A little disappointing when you're in the middle of an unbeaten run.
Well, it would have been nice because of don't get me wrong, going to Brandywell, it's a really difficult game, but we need to, as you say, keep the momentum going. That's the only disappointing thing. And then the fact that the Irish Cup weekend next weekend as well causes a bit of concern, but we're going to look at potentially getting hopefully a practice match on somewhere against maybe a team that's out of the Irish Cup. So for anybody interested parties out there, because we need to get game time, and these boys who are coming on need to fit in, and also it's a good opportunity for us to have a look at them. So pray God we can get a game next weekend.
That was my next question, actually. There's probably plenty of League of Ireland clubs looking for pre-season dates as well, so hopefully we'll get something sorted. So that means Anna United next, which is always a tough one, but you should at least have a clean bill of health by then.
Well, hopefully, the problem is with clean bill of health as well is people are a wee bit rusty, ring rusty, and coming back, and you don't want to run the risk of further injury. So we have to be careful around that. But as you say, maybe the Sean O'Kane's, Jimmy Robinson will be further down the line as well, and we will have hopefully, as I say, McClay up to speed, the two young boys settling in. The likes of hopefully Michael will be ready to go at that time as well. So it's a real big game because they've been one of the top teams in the championship the last number of years, rightly so, because they're a very competitive team. They're well organised, well drilled, and if we want to get anything out of that game in a couple of weeks' time, we'll have to be at our very best. But as I says, we have home advantage, and hopefully we can use it wisely and play the game that we need to play to get the result.
Can't finish this interview without, the big news have been splashed across the broadsheets this week. Tiernan O'Connor and Josh Key.
Mm. Well, listen, Lauren came here last week, and I have to give them their due and give them credit. The way they conducted their business was first class, in particular Kenny Bruce. Really impressive. Had a meeting with them. The players met them. We went to the cliff as well, and it was a really good presentation they done to boys. So it kind of moved at a rapid pace, and obviously other people were coming in as well, other clubs, particularly for Tiernan. But I think what's the sale was, what was on offer at Larne, and obviously Tiernan being the profile that he has, and there is a bit of a shortage of strikers in the league. Larne, I think they're going to take him on now, and they're going to release Josh back to us, which we're delighted with. We would have liked the two of them, but we can't be greedy. Larne have obviously, invested into the boys' development now for the next 2 or 3 years. So we're delighted for them, and we're also delighted for the club because the club have obviously benefited from that as well. And we're hoping to develop bigger links with Larne in the future. So this is credit to Larne, really impressed with their business and how they did it.
So, some downtime this weekend, or will Mrs. Key have you occupied around the house?
No, I'll be away. I think I'm actually on the Radio Ulster on Saturday, so I think I'm doing the sports sound. So I look forward to that. But I had planned to go to watch the game at Larne against Ballymena. But now that, as I says, I'll do that, and hopefully I'll probably take on a game next week as well, because we have a lot of stuff going on at the minute, and we're still looking at a couple of players as well, and hopefully we can get the window sensibly and stress free.
Okay, enjoy the airwaves. It'll give you a break from all this transfer business.
Thank you.